Welcome to your midweek meditation. My name is Faye, and I go live here on this platform every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. My mission is to empower you to invite in a little more peace, presence, and joy. And today's meditation, we are focusing all on self forgiveness. So if you're here live, feel free to drop a comment down below letting me know how it's going. Or if you're here catching the replay, drop a hashtag replay and let me know how you're doing as well. We'll go ahead and get ready for this self forgiveness meditation. Hopefully, you guys can hear me okay and everything. I am supposedly going live on Instagram too, or broadcasting on Instagram, but I'm not quite sure. So this meditation is focused on self-forgiveness and something that I've been, thinking about a lot lately, and something that I've been learning through my yoga teacher training about punishing ourselves. I think we are probably the only mammals on this planet that continue to punish ourselves for things that we feel guilty about, things that we blame ourselves for, things that cause us to feel shame. And, we learn our lesson, we move forward, but we still have this inkling to hold on to our suffering, and we can't seem to let that go. Granted, this was perfect and this is great. This is what keeps us safe from putting our hand on a hot stove more than one time, right? So learning how to remember these bad experiences can be a good thing. It's intentional to keep us safe. But once we learn the lesson, it's not something that we need to continue punishing ourselves for. So one phrase that, full credit to my yoga teacher training, her name is Michelle, she says the phrase, "I forgive myself for buying into the idea that blank." And I love this because it's not putting the blame necessarily on yourself, but for what your perspective is, and buying into this idea that, you need to do XYZ or you need to feel XYZ and so on and so forth. So we'll be using that phrase in this meditation. I forgive myself for buying into the idea that, and I have a specific one that I wrote out that's a little more generic, but feel free to play around with this phrase. If you want to change or tweak something to something that speaks more to you, feel free to do so. And one last reminder for this guided meditation, we are also going to be bringing ourselves back to a memory where we felt blame, shame, guilt, or something along those lines. And if you're new to this type of meditation, I don't recommend choosing something of a very high intensity. Try choosing something a little bit lower or medium level so that you can experience this meditation and see what it feels like in your body without necessarily being agitated or upset about whatever high level or high intense thing you might be experiencing right now. So we'll go ahead and jump into the live guided meditation. If you want to just find a comfortable seat wherever you are, you can be seated in your chair, on the couch, maybe you're on your yoga mat. The feet can be planted on the ground or the legs can be crossed, however feels most comfortable for you. And let's just take a couple of cleansing breaths together. A nice big rich inhale in through the nose, filling all the way up. And then exhale, sigh it out through the mouth, releasing. Beautiful, twice, 2 more times. Inhale in through the nose, filling the belly, the chest. And exhale and sigh it out. Beautiful, one more time. Big rich inhale in through the nose, filling up. Seeing if you can sip in just a little more air. And then exhale, sighing it all out, nice and slow. Allowing the eyes to soften down or fully close if you're comfortable with doing so. And taking just a moment to notice what it feels like to be sitting or lying down in your posture. Notice where the ground touches your skin. Maybe you shift in your seat just a little bit more to see if you can get 1%, 2% more comfortable. Allow the breath to return to normal, breathing in and out through the nose, or in through the nose and out through the mouth, whatever feels best for you. Allowing yourself to be present and remembering if or when your mind begins to wander, it's okay. You can come back here into the present moment. You're welcome to always open the eyes and bring yourself back. If any of this gets too aggravating, and I want you to bring to mind one experience that you are holding on to. One experience where you might be feeling some guilt, blame, shame, or basically any event where you might be experiencing suffering. As I said in the beginning, try choosing a memory that is of lower or medium intensity, especially if this is your first time trying this type of practice. As you bring this memory to mind, notice the physical sensations in the body. Maybe there's a tightness in the chest or a knot in the stomach. See if you can label these sensations without judgment, without trying to attach a narrative of what it is, but instead simply allowing those feelings to be there exactly as they are. As you continue to picture this memory, taking a couple breaths here, breathing in and breathing out. Remembering that you are safe here in this moment right now. And see if with each exhale, you can start to release any attachment to the physical sensations that you're noticing. If there's any discomfort, see if you can allow it to be there, but allow it to fade towards the back of the mind. Now begin to imagine yourself as the child version of you. This child version of you is the one who made the mistake. Maybe you made this mistake really out of fear or out of lack of love. You acted in this way only because you didn't know any better. This child version of you is just trying to do the best that they can with the tools that they have right now. Imagine yourself extending an arm around this child version of you. How does that feel? Maybe reluctant. And that's okay. Maybe it's easy. Maybe you can turn this gentle touch into a full embrace, overflowing with love and compassion for this younger, innocent version of you. This is all you ever wanted. You wanted to be loved, seen, and heard. Send this younger version of you as much forgiveness, love, compassion and understanding that you can muster up. Notice if there's any change in the physical sensations in the body. Does the feeling of the knot in the stomach maybe transform into a sense of warmth or peace? If there's any tightness in the chest, maybe it can begin to dissipate. Maybe it can transform into a sense of fullness and love. Now you can say these phrases aloud to yourself, or feel free to edit or tweak them as you feel that fits your situation. I forgive myself for buying into the idea that I had to suffer for so long. I forgive myself for buying into the idea that I had to suffer for so long. I forgive myself for buying into the idea that I had to suffer for so long. Place your hands over your heart, connecting yourself to this place of compassion, understanding, and forgiveness. And repeat these phrases or allow these phrases to wash over you. I am whole and complete exactly as I am. I am worthy of love and self-forgiveness. I am releasing myself from this burden of suffering. I am free to move forward with more love and compassion. You can allow the hands to rest down in your lap. Just taking a couple of breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Noticing any sensations that are showing up. Forgiving yourself for any expectations of what this meditation should or should not be. Forgiving yourself for all the suffering you've endured. Forgiving yourself for not allowing yourself to be you. Continue to breathe in and breathe out. Simply being present in this moment. Full love, self-acceptance, self-forgiveness right here, right now. Breathing in lots of love and breathing out everything and anything that's no longer serving you. Breathing in lots of love and breathing out all that no longer served you. Making space for love, self-forgiveness, compassion. Learning to trust yourself, to move forward with love. Let's take 3 closing breaths together. Nice, big, rich breath in through the nose, filling all the way up. And then open the mouth, exhale it out. Beautiful. 2 more times just like that. Nice, big, rich inhale, filling all the way up. And exhale, sigh it out. Last one, making it the best one yet. Big, rich inhale in through the nose, filling up with lots of love, lots of lightness. And exhale, releasing. Starting to blink open the eyes, welcoming yourself back into this space. Welcoming yourself back into this space of self-forgiveness, self-love, compassion. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I encourage you, if anything came up, to reflect on it or journal or write about it. Write about your experience. If you want, you can leave a comment down below letting me know how this practice went for you. I'd love to know. And, if you're not feeling that you feel fully engaged with this practice, that's okay. You can always return back to it and try it again and again, or maybe tweak some of the phrases or affirmations so that it can be more relevant to your specific situation. If you'd like any additional support on this, I'd be happy to have a conversation with you. Or if you want to learn more about these types of practices, I'm also happy to have a conversation or kind of maybe digest some of your experience that happened with you. You can always send me a private message or comment down below and I'll reach out to you. Whatever it is. Thank you again so much for practicing with me today. And of course, also, if you're looking for more guided meditations to help with stress or anxiety, I highly recommend checking out my Insight Timer for a ton of free guided meditations there. And I am also happy to direct you to more specific ones if you're looking for a certain type of experience. And that's all I think I have for today's practice. Thank you again so much for tuning in. And as you know, I'll be here next Wednesday at 1 o'clock Eastern Time for another live meditation. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and week, and wishing you so much love and peace. Bye, everyone.